Happy blissful day, Master Manifestors,
and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And just a quick reminder, you are indeed a master manifester. Isn't it wonderful?
Wonderful.
All your desires is within you. Anything that you desire is already within you. All that is required from you is to accept that you have it right now. Accept that you are it right now. You remain faithful to this new decision or acceptance. And you know what will happen? It will show up in your reality, whether you like it or love it. Isn't it wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So in today's video, we want to share how to use the law of assumption, because sometimes we get a lot of questions on, okay, how do I accept, how do I use the law of assumption, how this, how that. And on the other hand as well, a lot of people also know exactly what to do, but yet they do not do it.
Yeah, there seems to be like the two sides, people who are constantly consuming and they know exactly what they need to do, and yet they'll procrastinate or forget about it, and they don't really apply it. And then there's the other people who are applying everything. They're doing everything possible in the 3D except for what they need to do in the 4D.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think this kind of bridges the gap between doing everything in the 3D and doing nothing,
Indeed. And which actually brings me to, this is very, very, very important, to understand who you are. Remember, you are not just a 3D being. In other words, you're not just this body. You are actually more than a 4D being, because you're an infinite spiritual being having a 3D experience, right? So in other words, you are God having a human experience. That's who you are. So your 3D doesn't create, your body doesn't create, and your brain doesn't create. The only thing that creates is you as that infinite power. Now you can call that God, awareness, higher self, whatever. As long as you know that, okay, cool, this is my true identity. I am an infinite spiritual being having a human experience. Now that you know you are infinite and you're limitless, so anything that you desire is yours. So now how do you bring that desire in the 3D? How do you bring that desire in the 3D? So we want to share with you. So suppose your desire is to be happily married, right? So that's your desire. Your desire is to be happily married. What you need to do is accept right now, as you're watching this video, that you are the happy married man, or that you are the happy married woman or wife, right? So even though you do not see your ring in the 3D, your job is just to accept that you are it in the 4D. So now when you accept it in the 4D, you now have to remind yourself that you are this new person, this new identity, this new self-concept. So every day you have to remind yourself, yeah, of course, I'm happily married. I'm the happiest married husband alive. I'm the happiest married woman or wife alive. It's so wonderful. It's so awesome. It's so amazing. It makes me feel so peaceful and so relaxed and so calm. It's just so awesome. It's everything that I dreamed of and more. It's so wonderful. Wow. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You do this all in the 4D, in your imagination. You either say it to yourself, you daydream about yourself, you feel it, you sense it, you smile, you just say, yes, thank you. Whatever method you want to use to remind yourself that you are your new identity. Now, the beautiful thing, when you remain faithful to your new identity, your 3D reality changes automatically. Now, why is that? Why is it that the 3D reality changes automatically? Because the 3D reality is like a mirror. It only reflects what's happening in your imagination. So if I accept that I am the happiest husband alive right now, I accept it right now and I remain faithful, my 3D reality is now going to show me evidences of that, whether I like it or love it, because it is a law. And that's how simple it is. No gimmicks, no BS, no rituals, no this, that, and the other. Simple acceptance and to remain faithful to that new acceptance.
Yeah, I can give an example, which I think maybe before I go into the example, I think the one thing I want to emphasize of what you shared is that everything is essentially done in the 4D. So in the 3D, you do not have to be like delusional or pretending like, oh, there's my ring, oh, hello, husband, and talking to him like that. No, it's just an imagination. Maybe in the mornings, in the evenings, or when it comes to your mind, that's when you just kind of say like, okay, go in. Like everyone said, it feels good. You can see it, feel it, sense it, whatever you want to do. And then you go about your day. Because you know that the 3D is just going to mirror whatever is done in imagination. And so I know it was kind of a joint manifestation for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
But when we moved back to Cape Town, we said, okay, we want great friends. We want these friends that, add value to your life. These people that you can talk to, have substance conversations with. Because we had been gone for a year. And coming back, when we were still here before, I was volunteering and studying, so I had a community, but I'm not doing that anymore, so it's kind of outside of that realm.
Mm-hmm.
And then even for you were kind of going through a transition, becoming married. A lot of your friends were still single and into that kind of lifestyle. And so he said, okay, you know what? Let's manifest good friends. We have the most amazing friends. Our friends are they had so much value into our life. And we just kind of accepted that. We didn't now pretend, oh, look, there's a notification. How is your friends today? Like, in the 3D, we didn't act delusional. We knew, okay, right now we only have like a few good friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, because we know that in the 4D, we have so many amazing friends in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, we started to meet people. And even some people that we knew before, that all of a sudden started to become like these deeper connections and these better friends and
add value to our lives.
Yes. All of a sudden, these people started to either show up, or the friends that we knew or acquaintances we had, all of a sudden they're becoming these amazing friends that it's like, wow, like I had the most amazing conversation. Or Gabriel say like, yeah, he went out for a beer with one of his friends and came back and said, wow, we really added value to each other. It was great to have the conversation. And I thought, well, of course, because in imagination, that's we accepted it.
Mm.
And now we see that playing out through different people, meeting new people. It's been a really cool experience to have to know like, okay, in the 3D, we did not have to delude ourselves. We didn't have to get discouraged and be like, oh, we don't have these, these good quality people. And we just said, okay, in imagination, it's done. We have each other, and we'll keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's just a beautiful thing where, again, we just accepted it. We have amazing friends that were amazing friends to other people. And that's what we see in our life now.
Indeed. And that's why you guys know I love sharing this quote by Neville Goddard. It's my favorite quote. And Neville Goddard says, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. Now, what my beautiful wife just shared now, she said, these friends, some of them, we were spending time before we've accepted our new assumption, which is all our friends bring, value to our lives. We bring value to their lives. We have amazing friends. It's freaking awesome, and it's a beautiful thing. So before we accepted that, they were just playing their role, which we saw them at the time. But the moment we said, "Oh, all our friends are freaking awesome. They're amazing. They add value to our lives. We add value to our lives," they now just played that part. Because why? The 3D is simply reflecting what you're telling yourself in your mind. So if you tell yourself in your mind right now that money is unlimited in my life, I get paid to exist, money always show up unexpectedly and out of the blue for me. You tell that yourself in your mind now. Your 3D is going to show you that because it's a law. It always works. I mean, whether I like it, whether you love it, it's going to work, but we just wanted to share. Oh yeah, I also wanted to, because with our coaching, the single sessions that we do 30 minutes and 60 minutes. And most of our sessions that we have are clients that actually know exactly what to do, but they just need that, almost that boost to say that, hey, you got what it takes, man. Just do this. We then give them a game plan to do on a single daily basis. And the feedback is freaking amazing. To say that, wow, okay, finally, yes, boom. Because we're just reminding you that you are God. And do not second guess yourself. You are God, having a human experience. You are the God of your reality, having a human experience. But I know sometimes it can be a little bit challenging because you believe in limitations and you're like, nah, I can't do that. But we say, no, you are God, you're infinite, you're limitless. It's done. Just accept it and do this, that, and the other. You'll see. Boom.
Yeah, I love the way the one person who did this session, they said, I know the law, but I don't know how to apply it. And so again, it's a thing of like conceptually, it's like, okay, I know I need to accept and this and that, but how do I actually apply it maybe to my situation or where I'm at or for my desire, or okay, how do I accept it practically given this is how I visualize or this is how I affirm, this is how my imagination functions, And so I just love that. It's like, I know it, but how do I apply it? And I think, we also had another person who's kind of like, well, should I do this or this or this or this? And it's like that information overload, like we said, where it's like, I know how to do a million things according to the law, but what's actually necessary and what's actually important? And like we said, for us, it was just getting to a place of acceptance. We just almost like affirmed each other, like, yes, we do have good friends. And Gabriel will say, yes, we do have good friends. And, even just that nudge to say like, I feel like you need to call this person, see if they're free, let's hang out with them. Or another couple of friends of ours, we just thought, we should hang out with them. And next thing you know, they message us. And are like, hey, do you guys want to come over? So you see, there's that thing of, not overdoing everything, not underdoing. It's acceptance.
Simple. Like I like the saying, just keep it simple. Just, sometimes we tend to overcomplicate it, but it's really as, okay, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you really, really want? Okay, now you have it. It's done. Yes, you have it. Now remind yourself that you have it. Would you remind yourself that you have it? And your refusal to actually accept that you have it is delaying the process. When you're refusing that you do not have it, and when you're telling yourself, no, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, you're telling yourself you do not have it.
Or you're like, I didn't affirm today, I'm not going to get my manifestation. It's like, you don't have to affirm today if it didn't come to you today.
You have it already.
It's already done.
You're at it. It's done. It's a done deal. And having said that,
I was going to say the same thing. Oh boy.
Yeah, and having said that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. And if you're interested in single coaching sessions, either 30 minutes or 60 minutes, you can find all the details below, and also long-term as well. And as always, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.